Hi, my name is Alejandro Acosta, and this is the Art of Messaging and Communication as part of the requirements for the preparación de materiales para cursos en línea for the UPRM 2024 spring semester. As you can see, we have various objectives that we will tackle. We will be reviewing some strategies for in-person, online, and media communication. We will examine and craft one-minute messaging. We will also establish relationships, as well as discuss and practice content and the evaluation process. I want you to think of a time where communication was broken. How did you get it correct? I want you to share the best practices or a piece of communication advice someone gave you. We will allow 7 minutes for discussion among the group. You should decide on a presenter for each situation. Your presentation should last 1 minute. So for in-person presentations, we will think about exploring and discussing the advantages of visual aids without disregarding the different learning styles and how to maintain a balance to try and accommodate to your audience. We will live in a visual era, but there are people who benefit from text as well. Your audience. You clearly determines your language use and what and how to communicate it. Examples will be sharing the same messages when talking to kids or versus adults, or conservatives versus liberals. The objectives and goals. Realistic goals and objectives for time, but also consider flexibility if conditions change. Grouping should be considered for time and decide on the best and most effective grouping. If the audience is too large, is grouping possible? If materials are needed, then you must plan ahead. Can you still deliver a good presentation without visual aids? What works in person is to keep your audience engaged, and when possible, keep them engaged with collaboration. There is no replacement for learning by doing. This can be applied to trainings, panel discussions, and presentations of specific topics. Think of time and how much time you need, as well as how much time your groups will need. If you will be using humor, please think of how effective it will be. Sometimes it can be detrimental to the message. Do not appear unprepared or unsure of your own knowledge. It diminishes the message. It is okay to respond to a question you feel uncomfortable with or not knowing the answer. It's okay not to respond to a question you don't know the answer to. For online content, social media can be a very powerful tool for advocacy, activism, and change. On the other hand, voices are easily drowned by the massive amount of information that we're bombarded with on a daily basis. Knowing your strength will allow you to focus your efforts on the right platform for you. Consider your followers, your intentions, and your ultimate goal. What results do you want as an individual or as a collective effort? The Pew Research in 2018 reports that the majority of adults in America use YouTube and Facebook more often than any other social media platforms. Do remember, millennials might disagree. This is a chart that shows the usage of online platforms by adults in the United States from 2018. Online currency. So what's online currency? It's attention. This is what everyone wants. Everyone describes attention as the ultimate online currency. You need to find stories, articles, videos, and share that interesting stuff. The internet is a two-way stream. Don't just post content for people to comment. Engagement is key to build a successful following. Ask questions, reply to comments, get involved on conversations. Network, connect with like-minded groups, individuals, celebrities, and local and state officials. Do this as well with businesses. Follow them, ask questions, and Ask them to follow you back. Tag organizations and comment on their pages. Build relationships. No one plans to go viral, right? Get it? There's a virus. And there is no formula to do so. Be mindful of any content you post and how you respond to it. The reality is that the internet is filled with negativity, opposing points of view, and trolls. Be aware that the best way to avoid falling into the dark place is to avoid being a troll yourself. One of the most successful companies and actual change comes from individuals who could genuinely ask or express their intentions in their presentations. You don't have to be an expert. You have to be approachable. Speak the way you would with a friend. Forget complex hashtags. Use common hashtags. That's much better. Build coalition, creating groups. Don't ever underestimate the power of a one-on-one conversation. We all want to reach out many people, but sometimes the best approach is one-on-one. Be brief. People are very selective of how they spend their time, and attention is important. Creativity is the name of the game. You might live stream a video that has to change governments. The Arab awakening in 2011 in Tunisia and in Egypt and Libya demonstrated the power of social media and its impact in the real world.